Data storage and query processing is a very most important topic of the DBMS. So this query processing is much more important. So first we'll see data storage. So data storage is nothing but in the database where you are going to store the data, where you want to store your database. That means either your data stored in the main memory or in the secondary memory or in the territory memory based on your data. That means, for example, consider here first we have the primary storage. The memory storage that is directly accessible to the CPU comes under this category. For example, I have a database just to store 20 names of a particular student. So it is very less, so you can store it in your main memory. So main memory is nothing but primary memory, directly accessible to the CPU. So if you have stored the data in the main memory, so your CPU can directly access this 20 records directly. So speed access should be there. Now secondary storage. Secondary storage devices are used to store the data for future use or as the backup. For example, I have 2000 records or 20,000 records I have. Say if I have 20,000 records, it is not able to fit them into the main memory. So why? Because your main memory have a short storage space. So go for the secondary memory. So if one secondary device, any one of the secondary device is full, you can take it out and you can place another device into your system. Like I have connected a pen drive, so 20,000 records are full in that. So I can take it out and I can put one more pen drive to store the details. That is secondary storage. Next, territory storage. Territory storage is used to store huge volumes of data. For example, if I 20 lakhs, if I have 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, millions and trillions of data, we can go with the territory storage devices. Clear? The next most important one is the query processing. So first understand the diagram very carefully. So first we have query processing language, parser and translator, internal representation of a query, query optimizer, query evaluation engine, result of the query. Now we'll see this is the first one, this is the second level, right? Now first parsing and translating. Now I want to display employee name. I want to display the employee name from employee table whose salary is greater than 5,000, whose salary is greater than 5,000 from employee table, right? So what I want to display? I want to display employee name, right? Whose salary is greater than 5,000. So this is a general question which is known by us in our language, right? That is high level language. So as compared to C, high level language also converted to machine level language by the compiler. Why? Because machine does not understand the C language or C++. Similarly here also system will not understand your DDL or DML languages. It only understand the machine language only. So what we have to do? We have to convert these high level languages by using a parser. Parser is a software which checks whether writing query, whatever the query you have written here in DML language, is having any syntactical mistakes or not. Whether this is according to the syntax or not will be checked by the parser, right? So this parser takes this and checks the syntax of that. If it is correct, and it translates that into the internal representation of the query. That means how the database will understand this query is to be translated by the parser. Clear? Now the next one is what? Query optimizer. So what the thing? This internal representation, that means machine understandable format. That means machine understandable format of query will be taken by the query optimizer, and this query optimizer also uses some of the statistical tools, some of the statistical tools to make a plan, to make a plan. So what it does, the query optimizer, what it does, it gives a execution plan. So execution plan is nothing but here from which table you want to, what you want to display first, employee name. So from which table you want to display? Employee table I want to display. And all the names of the employee you want to display? No. I want to display the names of the employees whose salary is more than 5,000. That is my condition. So who does this plan? Query optimizer takes this query and gives a plan. That plan we call it as an execution plan to the query evaluation engine. So query evaluation engine takes this execution plan and checks the employee table is there or not in the database. If employee table is there, and prints the employee name from the particular table, and all the names, no, it have already a condition 5,000 salary should be greater than, so that means more than 5,000 salary names is given, and that we call it as the result of the query. For example, number 1, number 2 employees are there, his salary is 8,000, his salary is 4,000, so only one name to be given in the result of the query. Clear? So first thing is what? DDL language is there, DML language is there, that will be given to the parser. Parser will check syntactically errors or not. If not errors, it translates that into the internal representation of the query. That means machine understandable format. So by taking that query, the query optimizer gives a plan. That means in which order you want to execute the query. So a query of simple or complex. So if you have complex queries, so which to be executed first. So it gives a plan by considering the sum of the statistical tools and gives to the query evaluation engine. So this query evaluation engine checks your database regarding the query and what condition, what table, what columns and everything, and gives the result in the result of the query. Clear? So this is about query processing. Now we'll see the definitions of that. So the parsing and translating. The first step is to transform the query into standard form. A query is translated into SQL and into a relational algebraic expression. So what is relational algebraic expression? We'll come to know in the next sessions. During this process, parsers check the syntax and verifies the relations and the attributes which are used in the query, right? Translating the SQL queries into relational algebra. Example, select ename from employee where salary is greater than 5,000. So this is called relational algebraic expression, which is in a DML language. Now, so first is what? DML language. We are giving a query in DML language. Next is what? Query optimizer. So what it does, query optimizer? Parses checks and retranslates to relational algebraic format into this. Now the second step is query optimizer. In this, it transforms the query into equivalent expression that are more efficient to do execute, translated into relational algebraic expressions. So how to write these two will come to in the next sessions. Now query evaluation, third stage. So third step is query evaluation. It executes the above query execution plan and returns the result. A sequence of primitive operations that can be used to evaluate the query is a query execution plan or a query execution plan, right? So this is called the query execution plan. So what the thing? First, in the question, what they want to display? They want to display employee's name. So whose employee's name? Whose salary is greater than 5,000. So from which table they want to do? Employee table. So your query optimizer, so optimizer gives the execution plan. So this plan is given by whom? Query optimizer. To whom? Query evaluation engine. So this engine takes this plan and executes in a order. First name, then condition, then from which table, and it gives the results to back to the user. So query evaluation execution plan minimizes the cost of the query evaluation. So your evaluation plan minimizes the cost also. If your plan is correct, then the cost also will be reduced when you perform the database creation. So this is query processing.